Hey there, my friends. Welcome back to Chill Chat English. It is Eric here, and I am so incredibly happy that you are taking this time for yourself today. Look at the blackboard behind me. Today, we are going to talk about a massive, life-changing debate: living to work versus working to live. If you are feeling completely exhausted, if you feel like your job is stealing all of your energy, or if you simply want to learn how to express your daily stress in natural, clear English, then this episode is exactly what you need. We are not going to do long introductions or read listener emails today. No detours. We are going straight into the heart of the topic because your time is extremely valuable. Take a deep, slow breath. Relax your shoulders. Let's train your brain and upgrade your English together. Let's start with the big question. What is the difference between living to work and working to live? When someone lives to work, their job is their entire identity. Their work is the center of their universe. They wake up, they check their emails immediately, they worry about deadlines all day, and they go to sleep thinking about their tasks. Their happiness depends entirely on their professional success. On the other hand, when someone works to live, their job is simply a tool. It is a way to pay the bills, buy groceries, and support their family. Their real life starts when they finish their work. They work to fund their hobbies, their travels, and their precious time with friends and family. For a very long time, society told us that we must live to work. We were told to hustle, to be constantly busy, and to sacrifice our sleep for success. But lately, people all over the world are pushing back. They are asking, is this really worth it? Let's look at this debate through a cultural lens. In countries like the United States, there is a very strong hustle culture. People often wear their busy schedules like a badge of honor. If you work 60 hours a week, society thinks you are successful. But in many European countries, the mindset is completely different. They prioritize working to live. In countries like France or Denmark, workers get 5 to 6 weeks of paid vacation per year, and it is culturally unacceptable to send work emails during the weekend. They protect their personal life with fierce boundaries. How about you? Where do you stand in this debate? Do you live to work, or do you work to live? Now, let's start our first interactive shadowing session. I want you to practice expressing your opinions on this debate. I will read a sentence slowly, and then I will leave a quiet pause for you to repeat it out loud. Focus on your breathing and copy my rhythm. Let's begin. I want to find a healthy balance between my career and my personal life. If I work too much, I lose my passion and my energy. My job is important, but it does not define who I am as a person. I want to work to live, not live to work. Fantastic job. Repeating these sentences out loud is how you build the physical muscle memory in your mouth and tongue. Let's dive deeper into the science of work-life balance. Why is it so hard for us to disconnect? Psychologists talk about a concept called cognitive overload. When you are constantly thinking about work, your brain never gets a chance to enter what is called the default mode network. This is the quiet state where your brain processes emotions, recovers from stress, and generates creative ideas. If you check your work messages at 9 p.m., your brain treats that message like a threat. It releases cortisol, the stress hormone. Your heart rate goes up, your muscles tense, and your sleep quality drops. You are physically resting, but your brain is still working a night shift. To break this loop, we need to build what I call morning and evening anchors. An anchor is a small, simple ritual that tells your brain, work is over and it is safe to relax now. For example, my evening anchor is very simple. At 6 p.m., I close my laptop, I put it inside a drawer out of sight, and I say out loud, I am done for the day. This physical action and spoken sentence rewires my brain. It creates a physical and mental boundary. Now, let's practice speaking about boundaries and mental rest. I will read the sentence, and then it is your turn to copy me. Let's practice. Checking work emails at night makes me feel constantly stressed. I need to learn how to completely unplug from my job after 6 p.m. Setting clear boundaries is the only way to prevent severe burnout. I am going to close my laptop and reclaim my evening tonight. Brilliant! Your pronunciation is becoming smoother and more natural with every single sentence. It is time for our signature segment. Say it better. This is where we take simple, boring workplace English sentences that intermediate learners use, and we upgrade them into natural, high-impact expressions that native speakers actually use. Let's look at the blackboard. Instead of saying, "I have too much work today," and "I am very busy," you should say, "I have a heavy workload today, and I am completely swamped." Let's practice this upgrade. Repeat after me. I have a heavy workload today, and I am completely swamped. Instead of saying, "I need to rest because my job makes me so tired," you should say, "I need to unplug and recharge my batteries this weekend." Let's practice this natural expression. Repeat after me. I need to unplug and recharge my batteries this weekend. Instead of saying, "I will stop working now and go home," you should say, "I am going to wrap up my work for the day." Let's practice this highly useful phrase. Repeat after me. I am going to wrap up my work for the day. Instead of saying, "My boss always tells me to do things fast," you should say, "My manager always sets incredibly tight deadlines." Let's practice this professional phrase. Repeat after me. My manager always sets incredibly tight deadlines. Instead of saying, "I forgot about this task because I was thinking of other things," you should say, "I got completely distracted and this task slipped my mind." Let's practice this common phrase. Repeat after me. I got completely distracted and this task slipped my mind. Instead of saying, "My coworker helped me do my work," you should say, "My colleague stepped in to take some weight off my shoulders." Let's practice this beautiful idiom. Repeat after me. My colleague stepped in to take some weight off my shoulders. Outstanding. These upgraded phrases will instantly make you sound more professional, confident, and natural in any workplace conversation. Now, let's go on our word tour. We are going to focus on 6 core, high-value words from today's discussion. To make sure you completely master these words, I will give you 4 different daily life examples for each one. Our first word is sustain. To sustain means to keep something going, to maintain it, or to support it over a long period of time without failing. Example 1. It is impossible to sustain this level of stress without getting sick. Example 2. We need to build a routine that we can actually sustain for the next 5 years. Example 3. Drinking coffee helps me sustain my focus during long afternoon meetings. Example 4. Slow, daily practice is the only way to sustain your English progress. Our second word is boundaries. Boundaries are the clear rules, limits, or borders that you set to protect your time, your energy, and your peace of mind. Example 1. Setting healthy boundaries at work is not selfish. It is necessary. Example 2. I need to establish clear boundaries between my professional life and my personal life. Example 3. My colleague always respects my boundaries and never calls me after hours. Example 4. If you do not set boundaries, people will continue to take advantage of your time. Our third word is overwhelmed. To feel overwhelmed means to feel completely defeated, stressed, or drowned by having too many things to do, deal with, or think about at the same time. Example 1. I felt completely overwhelmed when I saw 50 unread emails in my inbox this morning. Example 2. When life gets overwhelmed, take a step back and focus on just one small thing. Example 3. Many English learners feel overwhelmed by complex grammar rules. Example 4. Having a supportive team prevents me from feeling overwhelmed during busy projects. Our fourth word is prioritize. To prioritize means to decide which tasks, goals, or values are the most important so that you can give them your attention and time first. Example 1. I need to prioritize my mental health over my career ambitions. Example 2. A simple to-do list helps you prioritize your urgent tasks every morning. Example 3. It is hard to prioritize your life when everything feels like an emergency. Example 4. This week, I am going to prioritize speaking practice over grammar exercises. Our fifth word is reclaim. To reclaim means to take back something valuable, like your time, your energy, your focus, or your happiness, that was lost, stolen, or given away. Example 1. I want to reclaim my weekends and stop checking work messages on Saturdays. Example 2. Going for a walk in nature helps me reclaim my sense of calm. Example 3. We must reclaim our attention span from constant smartphone distractions. Example 4. By practicing slowly every morning, you are reclaiming your confidence in English. Our sixth word is burnout. Burnout is a state of total emotional, physical, and mental exhaustion caused by excessive, prolonged stress, usually from your job. Example 1. Working 12 hours a day for months will inevitably lead to severe burnout. Example 2. I had to take a week off to recover from professional burnout. Example 3. The best cure for burnout is to step away and completely disconnect from your laptop. Example 4. Creative hobbies are a great way to prevent burnout and keep your mind fresh. You did an incredible job. Now, let's combine all 6 of these powerful words into one unified, paragraph-long thought. Listen to how these words connect naturally. I used to feel completely overwhelmed by my job, and I was heading straight towards severe burnout. I realized that I could not sustain that lifestyle. So, I decided to prioritize my peace of mind and set strict boundaries. Now, I close my laptop early to reclaim my free time, and my daily evening walk has become my mental anchor. Take a deep breath. Let that sit in your mind. This is how you build a powerful, natural English vocabulary, step by easy step. Now, my friends, it is time for your tactical call to action. I don't want you to just listen to this podcast and then forget about it. That is passive learning, and passive learning does not lead to fluency or change. I have a small, highly effective homework challenge for you today. In the comment section below this video, I want you to write one honest English sentence using at least one of our upgraded phrases or core words from today. For example, you can write, I am going to set better boundaries and wrap up my work early tonight. Or, I need to unplug this weekend to prevent burnout. Do not worry about perfect grammar. Do not worry about being wrong. In this classroom, we embrace mistakes. One honest, written sentence is a real action, and action is how English becomes a living, breathing part of your daily life. Thank you so much for joining me in this quiet, cozy classroom tonight. Take care of your English, protect your boundaries, and most importantly, take care of your heart. I am Eric, and this is Chill Chat English. I will see you in our next lesson. Bye for now.